If you would have asked me on January 1st of this year,
Hey Turbo Jesse, is this year gonna be good year for games?
I would say, how the hell am I supposed to know? But probably it's gonna be mid. I know of a few good games, but that's about it. But boy, would I have been wrong. This year has come out with heavy hitter after heavy hitter after heavy hitter. So many surprises, so many highly anticipated games finally coming out and getting great critical scores and being super fun to play. So in this video, I want to tell you guys some of the best video games that have already come out this year, not only by like how fun they are to play, but because they're critical darlings and zooming up the charts of Metacritic. And then I'm going to tell you about a few more games that I think are going to really join this list come with the second half of the year. There's some big games still coming out, and this year's only halfway done. So let's talk about it. Thanks for stopping by my channel, Turbo Jesse here. I'm a Nintendo, PlayStation YouTuber. Really just talk about all things that are fun for me. It's been a lot of Tears of the Kingdom, and the PlayStation State of Play last week was great too. Just talking about that sort of stuff. I do have a subscriber goal of 3,500 by the end of June, so if you wouldn't mind hitting that sub button, give me a like, I would really appreciate it. Let's get into this video. So to start off the year, I knew there was going to be one game that was going to review unbelievably, and let's just talk about it first. Obviously, it's Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This came in at a 95 on Metacritic. It has lived up to and surpassed my personal expectations. Probably one of my favorite games I've ever played, and I'm going to say it right now, might even be better than Breath of the Wild. So Nintendo has brought the heat. If we're going to continue on that Nintendo train, another game that came out this year, which was a surprise, a shadow drop. I mean, there's rumors of it being in development, but we didn't expect it to be released when it was, and that's Metroid Prime Remastered. That comes in at a 94, another game that many people consider is a masterpiece. I'm about halfway through that game. I definitely plan on finishing it. Now let's pivot to another franchise that I love almost as much as any, and that's Star Wars, and that's Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And I know this game came out, and there's some hiccups, and there might be some glitches, and the gameplay might not be that smooth, but still a solid game. Came in at 85 on Metacritic. That's just insanity. I really didn't think it was going to be that high, and considering all the kind of negativity around the performance, I'm pretty surprised that it's coming in at an 85. Metroid Prime Remastered isn't the only remakes on this list. Next up is Resident Evil 4. That came in at 93. This is another game that people have been loving for, 20 years, and it's ported to every single system under the sun. And, Capcom has made remakes of Resident Evil 1, 2, 3. So the question is, are they going to make a 4? And they did, and it's unbelievable. 93. Another remake that has been rumored in development for a long time is Dead Space. This comes in at 89. This is one of the games on this list I have not played, but it looks right up my alley. I just think I might need to play this game with the lights on because I'm an old man. I can't take jump scares anymore. One other game that I'm a little surprised about that reviewed so well was another shadow drop. That's Hi-Fi Rush. I don't really play Xbox. I don't own one. Haven't owned one since the Xbox 360. But this game just looks like right up my alley. Love the art style. I've watched some gameplay. Looks super fun. This game coming out, if Xbox is able to get some momentum over the next few months, and maybe the Xbox Series S goes on sale around Christmas for, $200, I might dive in, get some Game Pass. Who knows? Maybe Turbo Jesse will turn into, an Xbox player. Who knows? All right, the next two are recent releases. These are games I have not played yet, but they have been reviewing excellently. The first one I'll talk about is Street Fighter 6 with a stunning 92 on Metacritic. Is crazy. This one looks really fun too. I'm not a big fighter fan, so I probably won't be picking this up. I was always more of a Mortal Kombat guy than a Street Fighter, but I've always, watched and enjoyed, Street Fighter and, the characters. I think I had Street Fighter 2 back in the day when it first came out on PC. Yeah, I'm old. I'm really old, but you know, Street Fighter 6 looks colorful, imaginative, looks like a lot of different game modes, so I'm in. And then finally, Diablo 4. This is another franchise I just never dabbled in. I just never played those like asymmetric, like dungeon crawler games. Looks great, looks fun. I've seen a few reviews, and all I could say is this coming in at 88 is pretty impressive. It just does not look like my playstyle at all. And then last but not least, how could I forget this franchise? And that's Hogwarts Legacy. Harry Potter, baby, coming in at 87. Open world Harry Potter game. How could this game not be good? I know this game was delayed a few times, but it looks pretty fun. This is a game I will certainly be keeping my eye out on Black Friday. If I could snag this for about 25 bucks, put 10-15 hours into it, that'd be money well spent. So all of these games in this list, over 85 on Metacritic, is just insane to me. That is just such an impressive list of high-scoring games, considering it's only June. That means we have a whole second half of the year to get even more games and make 2023, maybe one of the best games ever in gaming. Some other games just on the top of my mind that I think are going to review really, really well. Let's start with Nintendo, and it's going to be Pikmin 4. All of the Pikmin games coming out in that mid-80 range, and considering Pikmin 4 has been in development for like 5 years, this game's going to be quality, it's going to be fun, it's going to review well, it's definitely going to be in that mid-80 range. We switch over to PlayStation 5. Their big IP, their big game coming out this year is Spider-Man 2. First one was great, Miles Morales was really good too. So this game is going to review really well considering Insomniac Studios is making it, and they always make quality games. We go to the Xbox side of things, they have Starfield, but I don't know what that is going to be like. I'm not confident that's going to be an 85 or 90 on Metacritic. It could very easily be like a 78. Granted, I do think it's going to be a good quality game, and they delayed it so they know how important it is, but I don't think it's going to be a 90. I think it might be high 80 Metacritic score. And then one other game that I want to talk to you guys about is kind of cross-platform, and that's Final Fantasy 16. This is another game. It just has the pedigree. All of those games are good. All Final Fantasy games are good. They all review well. So that's another one that's going to be, reviewing really high. And that's off the top of my head. There's going to be a lot more games that come out that review really high to make 2023 such a strong year for gaming. So my question for you is, how does 2023 really stack up? Do you think it's one of the best years in gaming that we've ever had? Do you think it's just like an average to good year? Let me know. And also, have you played any of these games? Do you agree with their Metacritic score, or do you think they're just way off? Let me know down in the comments section down below. I get back to every single one of my comments. Probably one of my favorite parts of being a YouTuber is interacting with you guys. I have a lot of exciting videos coming up. I have a Zelda Tears of the Kingdom in the works that should be coming out towards the weekend, so I'm really looking forward to that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I'm Turbo Jesse, and I'll see you on the flip side.